Greetings one and all, this is Rhythm Works and welcome to my channel. It's a special video, as you can see, face cam style. For those who are wondering what I look like, this is what I look like. A 53-year-old grown-ass man that still plays video games. That's me. Now for those who are subscribers to the channel that is kind of adding two and two together, yes, my name is Lloyd Brown. Yes, I am a reggae musician. Yes, I am a reggae singer. It is the very same Lloyd Brown who is a keen gamer. I'm a keen, very, very keen gamer. And I wanted to kind of keep my music and my hobby separate, but they're kind of merging into one. But if you're expecting any music stuff on this, it's not happening. If you want to hear my music, you're more than welcome to check out my YouTube channel, which is youtube.com Lloyd Brown Music. All right. You want the music, you go over there. You want the gaming, you stay here. Okay. So now we got that out of the way. And with the 500 sub video, I did basically ask people to send me questions in relation to me and gaming specifically. And I've had a few responses, but I'm going to check and see what we've got so far. Oh, and before I go any further, I want to big up, what's his name? Scorch Streak. Now, he's a subscriber that sent me a comment in relation to my Share Factory tutorials, and he basically asked me to big him up, give him a shout out. So I'm giving him a shout out. And he kind of went into the sub for sub thing, and I had to explain to him the sub for sub thing, YouTube don't like that. So I can basically help him as much as I want to help him, or I can help him rather, with Share Factory stuff in order for him to grow his channel. He's just started out his channel. So I'm more than willing to help him out on that. But the sub for sub thing, I just don't do. I already stated reasons why in my past video. So that's that. So Scorch Streak, large up, big up, brethren, and thank you. Thank you for your support. Thank you for your subscription. All right. Now, I don't think we've got 10 questions. We haven't got a lot of questions. So this is going to be pretty quick. All right. And as you can see, I'm not putting no titles at the beginning or the end, because in order for me to do that, I've got to go to Sony Vegas and to render a file of this size, even with basic HD. This is like first gen HD, you know what I mean? So it's going to take all day, and I haven't got all day. I've got work to do, you know what I mean? So I'm going to go down the questions as quickly as I can and hope you enjoy what you are seeing. Okay? So this is me. Look at my face. Can't you see it's glowing? I don't know much, but I know I love you. Stop rhythm. All right, so here we go. Right. Right, what's the first question? Okay. And it comes from Scorch Streak, actually, and it says, what game should I get for PS4 if I were to record? Well, the simple answer will be any game you want. I mean, any game you like, any game you are interested in. You know, I could say Call of Duty, but you might not like Call of Duty. It's kind of, it's an open-ended question. So whatever game you like, you know, the thing is that when you are recording stuff for your channel, you just got to record stuff you like. Don't be a cookie cutter YouTuber because Call of Duty gets the most viewership and what have you, so you must feel that you must make Call of Duty videos. Sod that. Nah, man, don't do that. You know, just do videos of games you like, you know. There could be a niche market or a niche audience for certain games that you like that the majority might not like. You know what I'm saying? You know, it's not about getting the big, huge numbers early on in your YouTube career or your YouTubing career, if you choose it to be a career. So don't even watch that, all right? Just get any game you like, or even the games that you have already in your possession. Just basically play with those and just learn how to edit. And I'll help you. I will help you. Just, I think I got your friend request. Oh, no, I haven't. I've got to send you a friend request because I've been so busy with music. So I apologize, Scorch. I apologize profusely. All right. So I'll get on with that at some point this week. All right. Okay. So next up, we have got, right. We've got a question coming from That Older Gamer, another subscriber. Many thanks for your question, my brethren. And he asks, Why do you still game? Same as why do I still eat, I guess. I just love gaming. I love gaming because it brings me to different worlds, different places. I can escape reality. In terms of the experience I can get, and now with PSVR being another experience that I can experience within my gaming setup. And also with the way how gaming has evolved over the years, it's evolved a lot since the days of Pong to now, where you know we can link each other and be more social with each other, create friendships, create groups of friends, create communities. And it's a great thing. It's a great thing. It's a wonderful thing. Absolutely wonderful. And that's why I still game. And one only can guess how gaming is going to evolve even more within the next 10, 15 years. I'll still be gaming at 65, 66, 67, 68, as long as these are working, as long as these are working. But then there are people who are disabled that can still play games. I remember I had a friend who only had one arm and was better than me. So, there's no limitations, if as long as the developers just accommodate people of all walks of life and all abilities, all physical abilities. Do you know what I mean? In gaming, that is why I game. Right, next question. Comes from Valsgard, one of my close gaming buddies. And he asked me, what's your favorite pudding? Now, it's a bit of a private joke, but if he's talking about the pudding in the biblical sense, then it is definitely apple pie and custard or apple crumble and custard. You want me to lend you £1 million? Put a plate of that in front and I'll think about it. You know what I mean? And that's more or less it. That's it. Those are all the questions. I'm not going to make up no questions. Oh, hold on. Sorry. I missed that one. Apologies. I missed that one. There's one that comes from Bangkok Ian, 1967. One of the most enthusiastic gamers I've seen on YouTube. And I just want to big him up as well and thank him for his subscription and his friendship. And he asked me, question, what is your favorite hidden gem game, and does being a musician help with playing rhythm-based games? Right, so the first part, my hidden gem game. So when you say hidden gem, it has to be a game that people are not really aware of. So let me just check out my gaming collections. And they're pretty much mainstream AAA titles, but I would have to say, and this is not even a hidden gem, it's not even a hidden gem, and it might seem boring to some people, but I love playing Scrabble. And the thing is that you cannot get Scrabble in the UK. You cannot get Scrabble on the PS4 in the UK. So I have an American account where they sell Scrabble as a digital game. And I bought that as a digital game. And for me, it's one of the best games ever made. I mean, the transition from board game to console game, it can vary with different types of games. But with games like Scrabble and Monopoly, they're fun party games to play. And, I do like playing Scrabble. And it's a treasured game more than a hidden gem, because you just can't get it in the UK. You cannot get it in the UK. There's no way of getting it in the UK. So that's the length I went to get that game. Second part of your question, or the second question, does being a musician help with playing rhythm-based games? Not when I've had a drink. It just doesn't work. Just doesn't happen. But I remembered I was having a conversation with a buddy of mine, and he was playing Destiny, and he was saying to me, no, I was basically using a weapon called a Queensbreaker bow, and it's like you have to wait, I think it's half a second on one scope before you can fire, before it charges to fire. It's a fusion rifle. You have two sights, and one fires quick, but the damage is less. But the other scope fires slow, but the damage is more greater. So I was kind of going in between the two, and I just couldn't get to grips with it, you know. And he more or less woke me up by saying, "But you're a musician, Rhythm. You know what I mean? It's like you just, just count, just check the timing and just fire." Which I done subsequently, and it works a dream. But in terms of rhythm games like Thumper, which I have on PSVR, that's a trip and a half. If you haven't got Thumper, check it out. It doesn't really help because rhythm, in the sense of when I when I produce music, is like I have more control. Do you know what I mean? I'm looking in more than one place. It's like I'm looking at the keyboard, I'm looking at the computer screen, I'm looking at the VU meters going up and down. So it's like I'm kind of, multitasking where rhythm is concerned in that aspect. But with rhythm games on console is hand-eye coordination most of the time. Do you know what I mean? And it's 50-50. It depends. It depends if I've had a full meal, depends if I'm tired or not. It's all relative depending on what condition your body and your brain and your mind is in when you play a game. You know what I mean? I think when you play games, you just got to be totally relaxed. So that is it. Those are all the questions. I'm not going to make up any more questions. It doesn't make sense. And like I said before, I will be doing more face cam videos in future. But for now, I literally have to go because I've got stuff to do. I've got my friend's album to finish up and wrap up. And by the way, just a little note of trivia. The lady who I'm talking about is the same lady that you hear in the intro. When it goes, "Watch the ride"? That's her. That's Lynn. That's the artist that I'm basically producing right now. So that's a bit of trivia for you. But anyway, that's all for me for now. Thanks for watching. Thanks all the subscribers that have subscribed to my channel. And I hope the relationship long continues as hopefully my subscriber count increases. That's not why I'm basically doing it, but I'm absolutely grateful that I've amassed the amount of subscribers that I have, because it proves that people give a shit as to what I put up, what I upload, or what I have to say within our universal love of gaming. So it's with that, I'm going to bid you guys adieu for now. And as always, you don't know the coup, whatever the game, media, platform, format, genre, happy gaming, because that's what it's truly about, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, brothers and sisters. And until I catch you on the next one, stay blessed. Megan. Yeah, I got to put the theme tune. Hold on. See, this is a horrible edit. Okay. Megan.